Hello, everyone. Welcome. We're all visual. We've all gotten visual. All right. Hey, buddies. How's it going?
You know you're old when you do the dancing, like move your head to such side and you get crack, 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 crack.
Oh my god, no.
Nice. All right. So, unfortunately, we couldn't get the entire cast on here tonight. Some of them had to go to bed early. Others just didn't respond to the call to action because I think they were sleepy. We're old.
We're asleep.
That's fair.
We're fine. How's it going, folks? You all doing well? Welcome to Dork Tales Expo. This is the wrap up. Guess what, folks? We did it. That was 15 panels.
Woo!
And also a game, and I think that was it, actually. I think it was like 16 events. This is 17?
This is 17.
Yeah.
All right, so at this point, out of our $5,000 goal, which I'm gonna be honest was a lofty goal, any of you can switch off your sunglasses if you'd like at this point and switch to other things.
It hides my tired eyes. Right?
It's true.
That's fair.
Yes.
Oh, bye, Michael.
Mike,
Sorry, my bad.
vanishes.
So out of our $5,000 goal to raise money for some new equipment, new art, and all of that, we hit $1,026. So if you have any last minute add-ons that you'd like to do, now is your chance. Quick reminder that every dollar you put into that kitty down there is a dollar that we don't have to spend on art, or, well, it's a dollar we get to spend on art, on tech, on new music, because like the music that we have on this channel are either open source or is paid, because we don't steal music. We like to make sure that artists get money, and technically we're artists too, so I'm just gonna put that out there.
I am
However,
tired.
very tired. If you want to help the channel in perpetuity,
I am also tired.
man, oh no,
Man.
it's the Lumberjacks, they've returned.
Roll initiative.
Roll
Right,
initiative. So if you would like to help support the channel and just continue things, you can always subscribe here. If you're on YouTube right now, what you can do is you can go to any of our donate links or go to Patreon, which is honestly the best way to support the channel directly. Patreon.com/DorkTales. And well, I'm only going to do a couple more calls to action for the rest of this little mini convention. That is, my dog is licking himself very audibly over there. I hope you can't hear him. Unless you like that, and it'll make you donate to Patreon, in which case, enjoy. But yeah, so we're almost at 75 patrons. We're at 71 right now. 4 more, and we will announce a brand new game that will be ran, as well as the special things about it. So 4 more of you join the Patreon during this talk, and I can do it tonight. Oh, thank you so much for the $5. Stars Apart.
Yeah.
I really should have put a
Yeah.
background on that because it's hard to read who it is. But Stars Apart, you are streets apart in coolness. That's what all the kids are saying that. Anyway, so what are we going to talk about, everybody? What was your favorite part about Dork Tales Expo?
Hanging out with all of you.
I was
Yeah.
just gonna say that blog.
Oh,
jumped in
Well,
first.
since
Stole it.
Blog's always sniped that, I gotta say the history panel.
History
I
panel.
couldn't shut up. It was great.
Yeah. And there were people that were like, talk history to us every week. Right? I loved that. So
And what I would say is, I can do that.
I stream
for
every week. Come join me.
hey. We just got, actually, yeah, everybody follow Lady Liliana. So, do we want to go around in a circle and say who we are?
Sure.
Sure.
Hi, I'm Kelly. This is my channel. Let's go at a big... Here's the story. How does it go in the Brady Bunch? So, Robin, you're to my left. Go.
Up. I'm Robin. You might not be able to tell me with my secret disguise on. But I'm second gen gamer in the chat and on my own Twitch channel. Hopefully more recent soon. I don't know. But I do enjoy spending most of my time here on Dork Tales. And this has been a great convention. I've had a lot of fun.
Nice. All right. Let's go down, or go over Christine.
Hello, I'm Christine. I am Lady Liliana on Twitch and Instagram and TikTok and Twitter. So come say hi. I stream on Tuesdays and Saturdays. Tuesdays at 7 p.m. PST, which unfortunately conflicts with Dork Tales, so you kind of have to make the decision there. But I also stream Saturday mornings, so you can come hang out with me after I just wake up with my coffee.
It's a good chill stream.
Give
Thank
me,
you for the
Give me
tip, Vaughn.
history. Give me history prompts, and I will talk your ear off.
Also, thank you to the 72nd Patreon patron that we just got. So,
getting there.
folks, if you are not on the Patreon right now, 3 more, and I'll do the announcement.
Which I gotta say, the makeup
Double check that
panel
I'm still
did some good tips today. I tried out Krista's contour trick
Yeah.
for myself. I'm like, hey, what's happening here?
Heck yeah, looks
Yeah, that's where I put it.
good.
That's good.
Very nice.
All right, let's go down to Jen.
Oh, hi. Yes, that's me.
Wake up,
as you can
Jen. Wake
tell,
up.
I'm sleepy.
Aww.
Hey, guys. COVID's still a thing. Be safe.
Oh,
6 pixels apart.
Yeah.
I think is what that.
Oh, are we
means.
6 pixels apart?
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Sure.
what the little boundaries are.
Yeah. All right, fair. Sorry,
Um,
continue, please.
No worries. Yeah, so I'm Jen. I'm mostly on Dork Tales. I have done some streaming in the past and would like to start it again once I can figure out my life and not be in temporary housing, but that's a long story. Yeah. Hi.
Why am I just suddenly Lark again? So,
Lark!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, bonjour, Lark!
Amy, you're running a game. Go. Timey wimey, wibbly wobbly. Oh, that was another game I said I'd run. Is the Doctor Who
Yes,
role playing game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to Krista. You're in the middle.
Hi, hello. I'm Krista. How's it going? I have had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for having me in all of these very fun things and continuing to have me on Dark Tales because you and everybody else here are amazing and it is a wonderful community to be a part of and thank you for including me and stuff. And come on,
Nice.
patrons, because we need to.
I want to announce this. I want to announce this real bad. All right, so if we smell what I'm cooking, it's Traz.
Raz is still loading. Please wait.
Okay. Amy.
Oh.
Yeah, hi, I'm Traz. I'm usually hanging around the Trat. You need to put me in more stuff.
Working on it.
We're working on it.
You
okay?
you might be on the short list for the thing that is going to be announced at 75 patrons.
Yeah, I kind of got the hint the other day. I'm like, wait, why am I excited? Wait, what? What? Huh?
He did that to me, announcing that we were announcing it at 75, and I was like, "What are you talking about?"
Right?
I love the communication. This is great.
Oh, yes.
It's great being
we
the boss.
communicate so much. and so
Oh,
things-
we got another $5 patron.
Oh!
Okay,
almost
so that's
there.
I'm at
I'm one.
73. I'm at 7-3.
I had to double
Come
check
on.
that I was still a patron. I was like, please.
You
let
are. I
me-
think you're the $1 or $2
I'm at
tier.
a $1 tier, yeah, because I'm
Patron just
broke.
came out today.
Oh, whatever. It's all good.
Yep. Still
I
there.
think I'm at
Okay,
the five.
only 2 more. Only 2
Oh,
more,
we have a
folks.
raid.
Vorpal Tales, perfect
No
time.
Vorpal
Come
Vorpal
Tales.
Tales! Hey, Vorpal Tales! Hey, everybody give Vorpal Tales a follow. Vorpal Tales are fantastic.
Yes.
They do a lot of Chronicles of Darkness and other games, of course, but Chronicles of Darkness and World of Darkness are their bread and butter. They're fantastic people, and we are happy to be here at the end of our online convention. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in more, around more Dork Tales? Vorpal Tales. Vorpal Tales?
You talking to yourself now?
I'm sorry.
Tales.
I'm not drunk. I'm not drunk. You're drunk.
I know your eyes looking a little wobbly there.
Ay. Sorry. Amy.
Hi, I'm Amy. I use she, her, them pronouns, and can be found here at Dork Tales and on Twitch at Paradoxical Ghoul. I'm so very tired. I have not had sufficient sleep, but this has been a lot of fun, and I've enjoyed everything I've been in and everything I managed to catch and hear. So, yeah,
Greg.
it's good. Oh, it's Greg.
I know.
He's so.
back.
I know it's supposed to be a
Greg.
dorsal fin,
Great.
but it really makes me think of a unicorn. The way
I
it's
know.
Yeah.
So it's the shark corn or something. I
Oh,
don't
the
know.
mask actually is literally called 6 Pixels Away. I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
Oh
that
my
was my joke.
god.
I gotta say, I'm
Amazing.
sorry.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I've been hogging the spotlight. So let's pass it to Mike.
Hey everyone, it's me, Michael. He, him pronouns, and I've been feeling like the set director all weekend, where I keep getting, oh, gee, we need this set on the thing immediately. So if you could just whip that up, and I'm out back with spray paint and stuff, going,
Hell
okay,
yeah.
okay, how much longer do I have? 3 minutes. Okay, here it comes, and then just push it out. So considering everything, I think we looked really good.
Nice. I think you
This group looks good.
You look good. You did a fantastic job, Mike. Thank you so much for all your hard work, man. I know that you've been dealing with some stuff off camera, trying to keep things up. I hope Kel's feeling better. But like seriously,
We have 74. We're at 74.
74. Oh, thank you, Bongmaster.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and he paid me in dollars that weren't Americans. I have no idea how much how much did you pledge for? How much is that? I gotta
Probably
find out.
British. He probably did.
No,
pounds.
it's in NOK. It's in NOK. Are you paying me in Nook bucks? Like are you Tom Nook? You have to tell me if you're Tom Nook. That's the
Wait,
law.
wouldn't it be turnips then?
Otherwise,
Oh, it would
Yeah.
be turnips or bells.
NOK is Norwegian krone?
Bonjour. No Norwegian crowns. So what does that equal? Hold on.
One Norwegian krone is 0.14
Oh.
Canadian.
20 Norwegian kroner.
Okay, cool. I know which tier you are. I was just curious. It doesn't matter. I don't care
That's
if you pledge
hilarious.
$1 or $100.
It was- yeah.
I mean, I care if you pledge $100. I definitely care. I feel like that. I feel like that Eddie Izzard bit. Like, we don't want their Deutsche Markies. We don't. I told the Germans to sort off. We don't want the Deutsche Markies. Oh, we do. We do want the Deutsche Markies. Oh shit.
Exactly.
All right. Woo.
Turn up for what? No, turn down for what? All right. So
Oh, I was gonna add in. Kel's been on the couch and she's been like yelling her support the entire weekend. So
Oh, we love
she's-
you, Kel.
she sends her love.
thank you very much, Robert. You are the last one, and
We just hit 75.
just hit 75 patrons.
Whoa.
So I.
Well, do we
I'm
want to
very-
introduce Caitlin and Blog
Yeah.
before we?
Yeah,
Oh,
do that
yeah, I
first.
guess we should.
Finish introducing.
You know,
Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Chrislin.
Oh,
Caitlin.
Kristlin. Oh god.
Kate
After you.
Oh, okay. Hey, I'm Caitlin. I was just on the panel before on how to win D&D, so now I hope y'all know how to win D&D, man. I go by Petite Medic on all social medias, and yeah, I am just so happy that we can always make this a thing, and I'm so happy to be here. I got a little shout out. That's nice.
Thank you so much. All right, Chris.
Hi, I'm Chris. He, him, or they pronouns, and just it's always great to be included and be a part of some of this, and like have you all about. Wait, oh my
Wait,
god,
what?
I have a Diggy blog thing.
You do?
Weird. I haven't like never streamed anything, but that's also sorry. I was just like, whoa. Yeah, I go by Diggy blog in the chat or in the Discord. I'm most often found in memes because memes. Let's be real. But yeah, it's great to be here, and thank you all so much for your support.
It's true. It's true.
So,
Scholar
what's the
hat-
thing?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So folks, I'm sorry to say to some of you that wanted very specific games, don't worry, you'll get your time in the sun. But coming straight to Patreon very soon. We're going back to school, baby. You asked for it. I got hounded about it. We're going back to school with our own strip. It tried to give the book the hat. How did that?
Is it the
what?
guy on the book it tried to give that?
Hey, what was going on here? I don't.
That's awesome.
Do it. Beautiful.
Oh.
Anyway, we're
it's
going
lined
back
up.
to school, and my favorite thing about this is, guess who's running the game? Not me. Headmistress, or headmister,
Master.
Person?
headmaster.
Sure.
I don't know, Krista. Are you the
Headmastress.
headmaster? I haven't heard that from your Tinder profile.
I don't leave some stuff for
Oh.
surprises, Kelly. You can't tell him everything. Yes.
All right, Krista, do you want to tell him some stuff?
We're very excited to be running Strixhaven. I'm super, super stoked. I'm really, really excited. We're gonna start casting and start getting art and start doing all that kind of stuff, and I'm really stoked to run my first extended game that's meant to be an extended game.
And it's gonna, boy, do we mean extended. And the best part about this, there are quite a few really good parts. We're formulating the cast. We've already acquired an artist who's willing to work with us. It is the same artist. Most likely, it is going to be the same artist that's doing our new Made to the Victorian era art. It was just fantastic. They're really great. But I think that if I can find the damn thing, is that Krista is going to be making. I think you're going to try to make the costumes, right?
I'm gonna try to make uniforms for everybody.
So, and
Wow.
I'm trying to find
Like the whole
Strixhaven
Star Trek thing?
uniforms.
Yes, exactly. We're
Oh,
gonna go back there.
Amazing,
Amazing.
Krista. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Holy-
Beautiful.
So we're gonna start casting that. That's gonna be broadcast directly to Patreon at first, and then will be eventually released on other platforms. But Patreon, one of the reasons that is for 75 patrons is that we're going to give you a limited exclusivity period that you can enjoy and get into the story. I am hopefully going to be a player in this one. So that's an example. It gave him the hat. It gave him the hat. So that is kind of one of the outfits I'm saying. Look up Strixhaven uniforms and you'll see what I'm talking about. And I am in the process of narrowing down what I'm going to play on the stream because I never get to play. So I actually am going to put this to a vote right here to see what I should play. Okay. So I'm not going to. So here are some of the things I can play. An ASMR. I'm trying to pick things where I don't have to shave.
Yeah.
A hobgoblin. An orc. Or half orc. I feel like I've already got that with Lark, though, so I'm not really sure. A minotaur. A tiefling. A dwarf. Or there are three concepts that I actually am the most interested in. And that is whether or not I should play a genasi. Either, and this is full costuming, fully painted, fully made up, expensive bullshit, stones in my face if I'm an Earth genasi. A Warforged or a Dragonborn.
I know how
this
much
is
you
why
want to do a Dragonborn.
I know I want to do a Dragonborn if we can find.
I love the concept of a Warforged going to school.
Well,
Yes.
but you guys have seen me play a Warforged in game before, so that would be a complete redo of that with a movable jaw and light up eyes.
Oh, wow.
So and a voice modulator.
It'd be cool for someone to do the owl thing if they got the I
Who?
seen that person on
things?
TikTok. Oh my god, I would want
Hey guys,
that so
you know,
bad.
one of us has
Kelly.
been possessed by an owl.
Kelly, if you need Minotaur horns, I know someone that can lend you a helmet.
This is true. So a Warforged Minotaur, that's probably a bit much, but Stormshanks, I'll let you build that
Hilarious.
costume for me.
Yes.
So I've spent weeks now looking for dragon masks with movable jaws because what's the point of doing this visually if you can't get expressions?
Yeah.
True.
So I'm working on it, guys. If I can make it happen, it's going to be Dragonborn or Warforged probably.
I may have to call my engineer father to say, hey, come here. We're doing electronics.
You can call your engineer daddy if you want to. Call your engineer anything you want.
Oh god.
So folks, thank you so much. Now watch everybody cancel their Patreon. So
Exactly.
we got the announcement. Well, you got to stick around if you want to watch the damn thing because it's going to
Exactly.
Patreon first. Also, folks, if you donated, if you're on Patreon at $5 a month, you're also going to be getting, and I've already, you know what? You deserve a little bit more. We're gonna go through. Can I announce a little bit about Todd Pod Dork Pod?
Sure. Yeah.
All right, so there is going to be a podcast series that we are releasing. It's going to be recorded live in person, and it's a pretty small cast, but it will have a rotating fourth seat for guest players from the rest of the group. But for a podcast game, you kind of have to keep it kind of small. And stuff like that. It came from a bunch of us listening to a lot of NADPod and Dungeons and Daddies and stuff like that. Amy's Halo is going crazy. What this is it is an At the Table podcast that has 3 cast members in it and myself running the game, and you can see them right there and there. So it's Krista, Robin, and Christine, and it is set in our homebrew world of Elos, under the premise that it has been this is set significant ways after the Shards of Nirn, when a mystical rift has opened off the coast of Kaemor, leading to a land that is completely unknown and uncharted by any known magic, and is beginning to leak strange things into reality. A now defunct, barely serviceable adventurers guild has hired as many adventurers as they can to go and scout this new strange wild land and see what the fuck is going on before bad things happen. Because basically, what happens when all the dungeons are delved and then more dungeons randomly spawn?
What?
And the characters are... Do you want to say what your characters are, or should that be a surprise?
I'm good either way.
I actually don't mind either way. Like,
Yeah.
telling
Sure.
now might get a bit of hype up.
That sounds good. So, Christine, do you want me to present your characters, or do you want to present them yourselves?
You can totally do it.
Mhm.
Hailing from a world beyond worlds, Christine is going to be playing an isekai protagonist from Vancouver, British Columbia, who is transported to Elos and becomes a rogue. The goodest girl in the party is Robin's character, who is a paladin dog who is looking for her long-lost master. Beware, her smite is as bad as her bite.
Oh my god.
And finally, well, every sorority girl's a little horny, but this Minotaur sorority girl is going to really, really leave a mark. Krista is playing. So I know, actually, Krista, I know the least about your character because we're still in dev, right? But so you're playing a Minotaur sorority girl.
Yeah.
So
very
this is going to be great. We got to get art for this. It's going to be great. And like I said,
I'm awakened dog, by the way.
you're an awakened
She's-
dog, like an
I'm
actual dog.
dog.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Because we were bouncing back and forth trying to
Love it.
figure out what the hell, and that came out as a joke because we were talking about you potentially playing a druid whose wild shape was a human,
Yeah.
I love that. I love that so much.
but then paladin being able to smite bite
Smite
be-
bite
and
was
being
like,
the goodest girl was just too
Yup.
good.
good.
And like I said, that is going to, for the rest of you guys, it is a small game, but that does not mean that you're not going to have a chance to guest star. And so that is going to be a fantastic game. As you're going, all I know about the other world, it has taken all of my willpower not to pre-plot. Because what I know about the other world is that you're going over there, you're doing investigation, and that one of the people, like your contact, your Charlie, or your Bosley over there, I should say, is a goblin on like a theater cart. And that's all I know.
Can you work on a smoker's
Nice.
voice for that?
yes.
I feel like a goblin called Bosley.
Can I work on a smoker's voice? Of course I can work on a smoker's voice. How you doing?
Mm,
How you
I
doing?
think
I'm
that
not
has to be.
Edagon reskinned.
A little, but that's all right. We could have
This
our own
is
Edagon.
This is cheddar as hell. So yeah, if you want to,
Yeah, I like that
wanna,
phrase.
yeah.
If
Yeah.
you want to listen to this, you need to be a $5 patron. Eventually, we will be releasing it on our normal podcast, but it's going to be, you are going to get, I think, I forget, you're going to get like 2 months of advanced episodes on Patreon and then a bunch of additional exclusivity. And I think that this is hopefully going to be a really big deal for the channel because podcasting is really good. And if that's something that gets really popular, like I feel bad because it is a small group of people doing it. I'd love, that's why I ran LARPs, guys, is because I love you all and I don't want to exclude anybody.
Well, I think this format will allow for really good arcs. So like we might be the core group, but like 3 players is a fairly small group. So 4 is a good group though. So that means that every arc we could potentially have a spot for an NPC once we kind of get a little settled into how it goes.
Exactly, and that's
So
what I
a
wanna do.
reoccurring like 4 to 8 episode potentially NPC, so you can like try stuff out. Being
Right,
silly.
and it'll be good, and that'll give you a few episodes to get the hang of what we're doing. And if this is really popular, we might run other ones too. So like this, I love the idea of this being in person again, because we haven't been able to play a game in person in, I think the last game that I played in person, I mean it's been years now,
This is
right?
actually why I bought a tablet.
This is my first in-person game.
This one's
That's
gonna be
not
on a
fun.
tablet.
2 sessions.
I don't
so-
rustle papers underneath my microphone. So we're actually gonna have table standing microphones.
Yeah,
We're gonna
we
finally
do.
use
Oh,
them.
that brings us back.
Because
Yeah.
like quick thing. So like this microphone that you can almost see. Well, my hat's really going crazy. This microphone right here. Some of you know this story. The day before lockdown, I had saved up enough. It had taken me months and months and months and months. I think it was like 6 months of Patreon money back when we only had like 10 patrons. And a bunch of my own money. And I went out and I'm like, I'm finally going to make the game good because we're using these like really shitty mics that I had. You can see them in Shards and Urn. And I went out and I bought 5 Audio-Technica 2035 mics that like they're like 200 something Canadian a pop. Like I bought 5 of them. I bought a mixing board. I bought like an interface. I bought all of this stuff so that we could actually have good sound quality and start doing like really good stuff. And then we went into lockdown the next day. And it was like, oh, it's only 2 weeks. That was March, what, 14th, 21st, 22nd?
Something like that.
14th-ish.
Yeah.
That was
a week before a really important SCA event.
March 2020. So it is.
I have a feeling it was around like the 19th.
It has been over 2 years since I bought these mics. I still have several of these in the box because I didn't return them because it was only supposed to be 2 weeks and then a month. I loaned one to Caitlin. So Caitlin, you're using one right now.
That's really good.
It sounds great. Right?
I love it.
Right?
Yeah.
But so I have just enough for a podcast. So might as well, right? I'm really excited about all of this stuff. And I'm really excited. If any of you are not in a game, don't worry. You're going to get in a game. I just need to finish some games. Also,
It's okay.
At least
Okay.
for this,
It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
it means that going back in person, we don't have to figure out how to film this.
Yes.
This is true.
That was the hard part of the previous games before the pandemic.
The tripod with the camera with the other trying to
Yes.
Trying to
then,
keep
like,
an
the
eye on what we
cable
look like on the
connected, we're just like-
TV.
Yeah.
The super being
Mm.
uncomfortable, all squished together on like the couch.
The couch? That
Yeah.
couch?
Well, what
yeah,
I really
nerd,
want...
I used to sit there with my feet under Amy's butt.
Yeah.
That's why I really want that $1.2 million house that I forwarded around.
God, yeah.
Because let me make sure it goes to everybody. So like I want this house because look at the pictures of the living room and think of it as a space for streaming and broadcasting, and you understand.
Yeah, but then I'll
It's-
just feel bad because we can't afford it.
Yeah.
Oh, we can't afford it. It's 1.2. It's a crap house. Like it's like old wood. It's on a lot of land, which is great.
Maybe
The
if they
land is
cut back
nice.
on avocado
That's what you're
toast.
paying for is
I mean,
land
you
and
do
probably.
have avocado toast.
I could grow avocados.
I'm
I can't grow avocado. I guess you can't.
Oh.
Grow it. You can-
That's thinking.
telling you.
Someone
we'll
share that
grow
with the
some
group.
wine or grapes, then we can have a little vineyard, and I'll make Dork Tales theme wine.
There
Oh,
That'd be dope.
It's a good idea.
Red Crush number 12.
My God, yeah.
No.
I seriously like y'all are amazing, and thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you enjoyed this weekend. I hope that you learned a lot and that you felt some things and you had some fun. Let's go around. Does anybody have anything that they thought was something like that they learned or a lesson they felt was particularly important from these panels, or something that like, because a lot of this we just kind of, it kind of sometimes feels like you regurgitate the same thing every time you go to a panel. But was there anything that actually struck you and kind of caught you off guard?
I got one.
Yeah.
So it was the modeling panel, and just sitting down and talking to other people that really have a huge love of a hobby and feeling like I really fit in like a jigsaw puzzle piece, and that's the place to be. It's kind of funny. After that panel, I went out and I went to check on Kel, and she's like, "You're really in your element right now." And I'm like, "You know what? You're really right." So this is where I'm supposed to be.
Right? Anybody else?
I don't know if it particularly like struck me or anything like that, but just having that ability to have the just evolving conversation regarding like historical stuff in the group of people who know like a lot of that stuff, and just being able to have that conversation where it brings back up all that information that I know. But if I just try and sit here and tell you about it without having any prompts, I can't, because you need something to refresh your memory on it. But just being able to do that again, because for all that, like, we're seeing each other all the time through streaming. Like, we're generally in the beginning of the call, like, maybe talking about what happened that day, or just getting ready. So we don't have as much of that bullshit time that we used to have for just game when we gamed before like starting the stream or anything like that, where we used to just game for fun and not stream it or record it or anything like that. Like you'd have that time of just sitting with friends and just talking.
You don't
That's
have to
really
use
what the history
afters.
panel felt like.
Afters, right? Afters. I
Yes,
miss
I
going
miss
out to afters
afters.
after
Which, I
games and
want
stuff.
pizza now.
Right? I want pizza too.
Well, I mean, we have a credit card, so we have
We
a couple
do
credit
have
cards.
Dude,
Have
and
a
75
card to
patrons worth of
acquire
pizza money. No.
Oh god.
Everybody, pizza party in my place. Well, you gotta remember, like, we used to hang out like multiple times a week, like all of us, and we have all of us here, not even including the rest of us. And Traz, I'm gonna have to exclude you because you're
Yeah,
a
that's
newer
good.
you're a newer friend. We haven't been in the same place, all of us, in 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
That feels weird.
I have been physically near Traz more recently.
Yeah, actually, you're
than
the only
most
one.
of you.
That's
You're
really
the
true.
only
I still haven't
before this
met
morning, Krista.
Jen in person, I think.
Yeah,
yet.
exactly.
I think I've met everyone else finally, but I have not met Jen in person yet. Since I
Right.
started
Because I'm a
Dork
feral
Tales.
human and I don't see.
Oh
people
no, I
anymore.
totally get it, but just
No,
because
it's really
of the
fair.
pandemic, it's like, yeah, I have not. Still, people in the Dork Tales team I've not met in person.
And
yet.
by the way,
Yeah.
we're not being flippant about the pandemic. Like it exists. We're still being careful. Like we're all careful, as careful as we can be. A lot of us are frontline workers, or healthcare professionals or educators. So you do what you can.
I was
And
just saying
unfortunately,
in
when
the
you
chat.
work in like a university or a school that is
Okay.
basically
my
government
pocket.
funded, they don't have rules that differ from what the government says. So if the government's allowing everything, the university can't say differently. They can't
Both of
put
my
restrictions
siblings have
on.
gotten it.
So we have signs everywhere that are like masks are encouraged, masks are recommended. We heavily encourage and support you wearing a mask. Nobody says anything to people wearing masks, which is good. There's no
That's
crap for that.
Yeah, people
Um,
don't pick fights. At
but
least here in
half-
Vancouver, they do. But
Half the people are, half the people aren't, which is rough. At least for our personal office, we can kind of say, no, they're still required in this space.
Yeah.
This is our
Yeah.
office. You're not walking in without one.
Jen,
Yeah.
what were
Don't
you?
make me sick.
What were you? adding?
I was saying that I was just saying in the chat that I'm one of the only people who still wears a mask to work out. And for those who heard in the last panel, yes, that means my 205-pound deadlift was done wearing a mask, and my 245-pound one as well, the 1 rep max. But my work is very much, wear a mask if you want to, don't if you don't. I usually wear a mask whenever I leave my desk. I only have to go on 1 day a week, which is great. But we have a desk booking system, so I try and pick a spot that is far away from anyone because I don't like people anymore.
Right.
Yeah, the gyms
I
are
mean-
bad. We were there and there was like 5 of us total wearing masks off of the treadmills and whatnot.
yeah, it was not great.
Nobody else was. So it's just like,
I
your exhalations over there.
I was like, I get frustrated being in Victoria and being like, oh, like half the people here don't have their masks. I am moving back to my hometown. Not a single person was wearing their mask in the mall. And I was like, I don't know if I can move here anymore.
Oh, well, like we were on vacation, like up Vancouver Island. We went to Tofino. Only people wearing masks were us.
Yeah.
Like no one else. No one
So
else
weird.
ever anywhere we went were wearing masks, and like it felt weird to get the look. Anyway, that's a different topic. We should probably like
We're all a little caught up in it.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
but-
what we're
least the
saying
one-
is we miss having actual in life conventions and hangouts with each other.
Yeah.
If this entire weekend was an actual convention, like I don't know if we would have had more fun, but we definitely would have had more connection face to face with each other and with everyone in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'm really excited that over the past couple of years since Dork Tales really evolved, our growth has been really great. In last February, I had made it a goal to hit my birthday's in February. I wanted to hit 1,000 followers on Twitch by February. We did it. And it is May the following year, and we're at 3,400 followers. It took almost 2.5 years to hit 1,000 followers, and it's taken 14 months to hit 2,400 followers on top of that next year. I'm assuming that this is going to keep going at a pretty similar rate with the stuff that we're doing. Our YouTube has exploded from being like 5 followers or 5 subscribers to we're almost at 4,000 right now. It's big, and we've already done conventions. Like we've been featured at Mid-IsleCon, Phenomicon, SukinoCon. Like we've been at a bunch of conventions, and with growing popularity, everything that you pour into this channel means that we can play it forward. Which means that if you're in the Pacific Northwest or the regional area, we're gonna look at going to other cons as the pandemic hopefully peters out. We have the production team and I have like a list of cons, and it's like nothing before August for sure. Just to
Like,
wait and see.
Literally, we were on our way to Emerald City Comic Con. Like the next week, like the week we were supposed to go, is when the pandemic locked us down.
Yeah.
We were literally going there and going to be like, "Hey, Dork Tales, look at
I
us."
did end up going to SakuraCon this year. It's where I ran into Traz. But it was like I was hesitant at first until I read their policies, and I was like, okay, if even a majority of people follow this incredibly rigorous policy, like if you were a presenter or in the dealer's hall or anything like that, you had everyone there for you had to be vaccinated. Like you couldn't have unvaxxed people working. And I did not see a person without a mask. Not a single person, even at the dances. Not a single person didn't have a mask on, and I was like, okay, we picked the right con to go to.
That's right, right. And even if you don't believe the masks do anything, like the fact that people, it shows that you're conscientious of other people.
They do stuff. They totally do stuff.
They do
I
stuff.
have not had a cold
again. Yeah,
I religiously got 2 bad colds a year, spring
Like,
and winter,
it's
and
one
I
of those
haven't
things.
had one.
When I was living in Japan, like everybody wears them when they're sick,
Until, like,
or when they don't want to
this
wear
last
makeup.
Christmas.
which is
Yeah,
smart.
This last Christmas I got sick, and that was it. But
I
that
haven't
was
been
because
properly
do
sick
hope-
in 2 years.
I do hope that even if things start opening up and being more comfortable in the future, we still continue to do stuff like this, because I know like sometimes financially, like going to a con is something that I haven't been able to do, but something like this where like anyone from anywhere can just like tune in, I think is actually like a really wonderful thing, and it's something that I think would be wicked to see continue.
Yeah,
And
there's
being able
a
to archive it too, like the footage,
Yeah.
and being able to review it if we want to. I
Yep.
think that's also very cool too.
I mean, that's why I wanted to start the channel, is because it felt like I was wasting my time with my games because they would just be memories, right? And I'm like, but there's so much good stuff. I want to archive it.
Yeah,
And
and
I do.
also, true. And when we
So
play
you're
them, it's like,
saying-
oh man, I want to talk about this with other people, and now I can be like, look at this thing we did.
How do I look this good in these, by the way?
But what you're all
Yeah.
saying is DorkX 2023.
DorkX
Yeah.
2023. We were intending to do this twice a year, but that might be a bit much. We're
think
definitely
it
going to be
is.
back for Extra Life in August and in November as well. So help us raise money for kids.
June 1, 2? June
No.
something? No? Okay.
Oh, there's Onyx Path Con,
Okay.
which is for Onyx Path, just come watch games and have fun. So with Onyx Path Con, I'm working out the details, but we are. I don't know if it's been announced officially, so I don't want to stick my mouth. We are
doing
one
stuff.
of the channels for Onyx Path Con, like we were last year. So a bunch of games from Onyx Path are going to be streamed on our channel by other streamers. I'll be streaming a bunch of crap like usual, and it'll be a lot of fun. Ooh, thank you, Zach Rules. Flirting with me. But yeah, we're definitely going to do more Dork Tales Expo. But what I'm saying though is that if the pandemic peters more and it seems fine, our profile is big enough that Chris, you say that like cons, like some of it's expense, right? But what if we're being paid to be there? Right?
Thinking too for like people who aren't able to make it or
Yeah,
comfortable
people
to
who
make
aren't.
it.
Oh, yeah,
like,
totally.
having something like this.
Oh, you're talking
online
about
is just-
externally.
Yes.
Yeah. Like
Yeah,
I think
well-
it's wonderful, like to keep doing like a little get together
Yeah.
like this, and like it's
I'm so excited for a work convention I just got approval to go to that work paid for. It's a virtual convention, so I don't have to travel for it, and I'm so excited.
Paid for a virtual
Nice.
convention. That's awesome.
It's an information management convention. I know that's boring to everyone, but it's exciting to me.
That's what's important.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's going to be fantastic. I'm really looking forward. Dazed Apricot has told me to keep an eye out for a bunch of content creator signups for running panels and events. Can you please let me know, because it seems like PAX West is in limbo. And like, if you run a con and you're watching this and you would like Dork Tales to be there, and I'm looking at you, Twilight Forks Forever Festival. We were looking up cons, and there's a Twilight Forever Festival in Forks in a couple of months, and I
know most of the stuff. I read all the
I really kind of want to go and just shine like a diamond.
Oh my
Talk
gosh.
about
Okay,
our
you know, if we
roller
did do
coaster
that,
from
we would
Florida.
have to get a
Beautiful.
shite ton of glitter.
Yes.
And we would have to paint ours. Oh, you know what? You can get
We're gonna rent
metallic
the car.
sparkle
We're gonna rent
Mevron
the car.
plate paints
go.
from Arda.
Yeah.
So,
There's a white sparkle.
But seriously, if you are from a convention and you would like to have Dork Tales there, tabletop, anime, otherwise, hit us up in the DMs, or if you're on YouTube, our contact info is down there. Let us know. We're very reasonably priced. It's mostly travel and lodging. It's mostly like, can you get us there?
Get us there and feed us.
Yeah, we're not at the place where we can ask you for thousands of dollars. We mostly just are like, gas money and food would be good. It's not about the money, it's about the people. So although if you're watching this in 2023, it's about the money. Because hopefully by then we'll have sold our souls.
There you go.
Oh.
I mean, this
Didn't
is
already?
basically your job
Wait,
at this
I
point.
wasn't supposed
So
to sell it already?
Wait,
I
you
thought
still
I
have
gave-
yours?
Actually pay you
I
a living
gave you
wage.
mine.
Wait, you had a soul?
At one
I'm
point.
asking.
Hey, thanks, Random. I really appreciate it. But yeah, so we are gonna go and good night, Dazed Apricot. But yeah, so we do want to go and share this with people, and like we want to go to like a lot of stuff in Washington State, a lot of stuff in Vancouver. I'm looking at Calgary potentially as being like my furthest west that I'm willing to do. Mostly because I think I can convince Hayliz to meet
You
us
mean
there.
furthest east?
That'd be
No,
nice.
we're going all the way around.
Oh no!
Not all the way back, just to Calgary.
Oh. So yeah, like I would love for this to be like a big deal. I don't know what else to say. How are y'all doing?
We're
I
at
think
like
this
I'm really tired.
45 minutes,
Yeah.
and
I'm
I'm so
tired.
tired.
Like,
Yeah.
I didn't actually do all that much,
It's been a long day regardless.
but I think
You were
because
up
I spent
early.
like Saturday doing stuff in the morning, and then I spent all day finishing building my character to pick spells, and then was up to 1 a.m. last night trying to wind down from doing the no prep game because that ended at
Right.
11:30. So by the time I fell asleep, it was after 1.
Did we get
Then I had to get up
donations?
this morning to get coffee in time to get to Krista's.
Thank you, Zach Rules, for
Thank
bringing
you
us
again
up to
for coming.
1,600 or
Oh.
1,066.66.
Woo!
Now, someone
yeah.
donate $600 and we'll be at 1,66666, or alternatively $5,000.
$600.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then we'll be like the donations of the beast.
Then you'll have to run Demon.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes,
will
if
run the
someone
shit
did
out of
a little
Demon.
bit.
It'll be a LARP. It'll be great. It won't be a
That's
LARP.
great.
You don't want a demon LARP, but it will be a fully costumed game, and I will constantly just go around being like,
Thanks, Kelly. Nice.
"What is it that you desire?" I'll just constantly do my Lucifer voice the entire time. Hello, detective.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Where is it? Okay, hold on. I gotta see if this works.
That's so good.
I'm anonymous and stylish.
Oh my god.
Redacted.
no.
Kelly redacted.
Ah.
Greg,
Sorry,
Greg,
this is all the way
Greg,
down.
Greg,
It's
Greg,
Greg.
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 Okay, hold on. Can I make it think that? Did you transfer the sunglasses?
No.
Oh my
No.
goodness.
No,
It's on you.
no. Put Greg forward and
Put
hide from
Craig
the
in
camera,
front of your face.
and then hide. Yeah.
No, there's no
to the side
eyeballs
so they
on
can
it.
see the eyeballs.
Oh, I
No.
guess so.
Oh,
Wait,
almost up a little. Turn.
Almost?
No.
There they go.
For half a second, it was there.
Yeah.
Kind of like resting on the nose a little bit sometimes.
Yeah.
No, he almost had him. He almost had him.
really happy,
Like a dog
and
trying to eat water.
glad to see so many people showing up and
Yeah.
engaging in the chat and asking questions. Like, I love that. That part's been great.
Does anybody
Absolutely.
anybody have any last minute questions? We got 52 people in the chat right now.
Thank you for all of the tips.
Yes, thank you.
Oh yes,
Oh
Yeah.
my
of course.
gosh.
Thank you for helping fund the stream.
Yeah,
On,
absolutely.
honestly, I don't want anybody to feel bad at all about this too. Like, I don't want you to look at that total down there and think, wow, we didn't hit $5,000. We failed. No. The actual discussion behind the screen from like the production and the planning side of things was, what should we put the total at? How much do you think we're honestly going to get? I don't know, about $1,000 maybe, if we're lucky.
Yep.
Okay, let's put it at 5 just in case, right?
Yeah, we said what is going to fully fund the next 5 games that we have planned,
Is
regardless of Patreon, regardless of anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gehenna Gaming is doing a virtual horror con. I didn't know about that. I actually don't know the
Ooh.
Gehenna Gaming people very well. They're one of the only gaming groups that we're not really super associated with. And it's not for no reason. It's just that our paths haven't really crossed. I'm going to look into that. Huh. Can someone add that to the Trello board? That we'll check in on them.
Yeah.
Random.
Anybody else? What's that? Oh, bye, random. Anybody else have anything about that they learned this weekend that was interesting or good? Thank you so much, Hatter
that
RPG.
we're apparently
Hatter
doing a
underscore
Firefly
HRG
RPG.
tipped
According to
$50.
Frogs?
Let's go for advantage. All
Firefly
players and the
RPG.
DM get
When
a
you
free
give me to like
reroll.
Firefly.
Ooh.
Shots fired.
I don't have to. The show's already dead.
Oh, thank you,
Oh
Hatter.
my God.
Oh,
my
Kelly.
I mean, ouch.
Michael, where's your hat?
It's just like Joss Whedon's career.
I mean,
Fair.
that's fair. That's
You know, it's buried right next to his integrity.
exactly.
Aww.
Oh, look
Oh,
at
it's in the
those
other room.
numbers.
I think
Yes, Hatter.
I think something that the more and more I watch and pay attention with these panels and everything that happens at these events, it's just like I can't stress it enough. The biggest thing I think people need to take away from this sort of thing is like talk to your people, talk to your gaming groups, talk to them about everything, and just communicate as much as possible. There's no such thing as too much. Like, you need to be able to have like that communication and freely, and it's wonderful seeing like this group like come together and do those sorts of things. And then like I think that's a solid message on the best way to have fun on with your own.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
To answer in the chat, when is the Patreon first campaign projected to start? The podcast is going to be out within the next month or two. It's going to depend on Krista's move a lot, because that when we started planning this, like, we weren't sure if she was moving or not, or they were moving. So and then once we figure that out, that'll happen. As for the other one, we'd originally set it that it was at 75 patrons we'd announce and start progressing on Strixhaven, and then at 100 would be the release. We're gonna see if that's still the case, or if we're gonna start.
We may
work
get a
on
little too antsy.
it's like, I mean, we've had a huge uptick in patrons
Yeah.
recently, but that doesn't mean that, like, I don't want to shaft people who got us here. Right?
Yeah.
Even though we've always said that it's going to be the announcement and then it'll happen at 100, but we'll see. We'll start work on it probably around the same time frame, I would think, as like 2 to 3 months to get it going.
Give Chris enough time to sew those costumes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I gotta
Right.
move. I gotta sew. I gotta house
I
it
gotta
for a
learn
month and a half. I
animatronics.
gotta.
Crystal's a miracle worker. You just tell her it's due tomorrow and she'll have it ready for you.
All I need is a miracle.
She might
All I
have
need-
sewn her fingers in as well,
explode
but
and
It
hate
stressed
you
them
a little
out.
bit, but
Stressed them out more.
It's dyed
And-
with blood and tears.
It predominantly
blood,
tears,
though?
but a little
Sorry,
blood.
that's the demon game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, the dog is whining.
Aw.
Hey, Charlie.
Oh, Charlie.
There you go. Special
Um,
dog
That's why I sent him into
appearance.
Kelly's room.
It's true. Okay, is there... Ooh, gotta hide my... Nope, that's like hide my shame. All right, is there... All right, good night, Scarlet Kitty. Or Charlotte Knits. Sorry, it's red. I've been reading it. What channel or what panels did the chat find valuable? I feel like I really learned something tonight. I think it was listening to the... Oh, I was listening to the gender panel. Actually, I found something that was really, really critical there. Oh, fantastic. Thank you, Little Dragon. And if you ever have any questions about Wild Beyond the Witchlight, join our Discord and ask or leave comments on YouTube, and I'll try to get to them. But yeah, like if you ever have any questions where Wild can get snaggy, and there are a couple places, let me know. Like, we're happy to help. So yeah, it was during the gender panel. I had not considered one of my big anxieties for running games is that I don't want to present tokenized characters. I want trans presence, but I don't want to be like, there's a trans person, right? Because then it feels like I'm just like, right? But I've had so many people that are like, oh, you have a trans character in the game, and that's amazing. I'm like, I mean, they're people, you know. A lot of my players are trans.
Believe it or not, they exist.
Like they exist, and I love a lot of them, so why wouldn't I put them in a game where I'm really out of focus? But thinking about surgery scars as badges of honor type of thing, or badges of glory, I think that a lot of people can get, I think I might have been kind of squeamish about the thought of including those because it draws attention to the transition rather than the state. And I think Millie had said during it that trans is not a noun, and to keep thinking of it as a verb or potentially an adjective, but like that it is a process of being rather than, I was like, that really, like, I was like, oh shit, I've been thinking about this the wrong way. Okay, cool. It also makes me feel more free that I don't want to accidentally eat my shoe in the middle of a scene.
Yeah,
you know?
Very fair.
Yeah. Anybody else pick anything up from this?
I found the panel with the guest from Blackwater D&D with M. That was very, very informative, I found, and I think a very important discussion to be having about
I had a small epiphany
grief.
during that one. So
yeah, and loss and how that can contextualize. Like, I found that to be a very good panel, and I felt a lot of things after it and during it. Yeah,
that's fantastic.
That was an incredible panel to be on. I really, really enjoyed that.
Anyone else?
Like the death and grief panel, I actually had to walk away from that one because that was kind of a hard subject for me to sit around. Yeah. But it also made me realize how much better of a place I am than I was a couple of years ago before I met you all.
Oh, we're happy to have you, man. You have been an unexpected but entirely welcome delight.
Agreed.
So I'm very glad that you stumbled into our lives.
Yeah.
I have no idea how you got here, but I'm happy you made it.
When I had
how did I get here?
I kind of have an idea.
What?
No, it's when I had social media, I did follow a bunch of voice actors, Hayden being one of them. And I was just having a really down night on Monday because I usually listen to music when I'm depressed. And it was just like, I've never watched TV. A story sounds good, and that was kind of the end of that. It was rhyme.
Nice. Well, I'm glad you're doing better, man. Like, I mean, we've all gone, like, if by the way, off stream, if you ever want to talk, just, hi dog, are you getting up? If you ever want to talk about anything, let me know. Like, I've been through a lot of shitty stuff. A lot of us have, and particularly a lot of stuff around like grief and stuff. Let me tell you about the year of the 5 deaths. That's a fun one.
Oh, jeez. Yeah.
I had like 5 family members die in rapid succession. I just fucked off to Japan for a year. I'm like, I can't deal with this. Bye.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I think it's like,
you need to go outside?
I think this weekend in particular as well, like,
keep going.
Really, really emphasized like the community that we have here and how much like I feel like, you know, sometimes you know, we're like, oh yeah, we're like a team and we all do things together, but then like, you know, it's incredible having everyone here both on stream and in the chat, and the fact that like all of these people showed up and not only financially supported but like are spending their time with us is such a wild thought. Like, the fact that you guys come out is,
it's so
it
nice
wouldn't be half as fun, you know, just talking to no one. It's absolutely amazing
seeing the same screen names over and over. When we started seeing that as we started growing, and then seeing new people come in and be like, oh hey, I just found you guys, I was watching your YouTube and I'm managing to catch you live, and I'm like, what kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, and in the Discord, seeing new people start to be regulars.
There are people who are like loving on Werewolf and Mage, and I'm like, hi.
People that are watching Hunter.
704.
Right now.
704.
It's 704. It's 704. We need the shirt. He's not here. Michael, we need the shirt. You already designed it. I know it. It's perfect.
I did.
Oh my god.
Someone needs to slip it onto T Public because I bloody well want a shirt that has the 704 on it.
It's been like really neat seeing people come back to in the chat. Like I get pretty nervous and I start kind of being like blah and talking a lot when like I am, and it's like seeing people like come back, it's like, oh, people actually like this. Like, oh wow, that's somebody's mentioned me. Holy crap! Like it's like like, but in a good way. Like it's wonderful.
Well, and what I really like also is because I stream myself. There's been several times I get people come and hang out and chat with me, and then I always close out with saying about Dork Tales and stuff. I always talk about Dork Tales during my streams because I say about how you can catch me on Dork Tales as well. And I have dragged some people over to Dork Tales who I see are now regulars here that came for the Guild Wars.
Yes.
And stayed for the Dork Tales.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Which I think that's something I need to do is try and get the Sailor J voice a little more commonly used. I have to figure out how to do it on a regular basis. Because it's very expressive.
It's very good.
You cannot talk about the contour in front of the menfolk.
The men find out we can shape change.
They will
They're
tell
going to tell the
the
church.
Some of us know about the secret. Thank you very much.
I don't know that you count, Michael.
Sorry.
Thank you.
You're welcome. You are on a regular basis more feminine than I am. I have seen you do it in person.
Thank you.
It's impressive. You wear higher heels than I do.
Thank you.
Terrifying.
How
do you
high
walk in
can we
these
get
daggers?
Michael's thank yous? Thank you.
It just goes up. I love it. It's good.
You got nice legs, buddy.
Yes, and look at the time. It's 7:04.
All right. Anybody else have any last minute things we should share?
No, I was just gushing about how amazing our community is and how wonderful everyone is.
Honestly, you all are.
I was commenting on how I need to develop the Sailor J voice better. Which is why we were doing that when you came in.
Yes.
Okay. I was letting the dog pee.
That's fair. He's too good of a boy to do that indoors.
He is too good of a boy. I think he's locked out right now, though. I realized I shut the door behind me, so he's downstairs. Okay, so folks, any last words?
Wait for Amy's
Come see us
dice.
tomorrow night for Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Oh shit! I gotta go prep that.
I'm on vacation.
I don't know where I put Isaac's face.
Saturday, Mage.
Don't know where you put
Saturday,
Isaac's
Mage.
Where's
I
Isaac's
foolishly just hung up Wynn's shirt in the closet, and as I was doing it, I was like, "I'm just gonna have to take this out tomorrow. Why am I putting this away?" All right.
So, folks, this is just the
Traz found Isaac's face.
Found it.
There it was all along.
Wait, but if Isaac's there and Krista's
Oh, have you ever seen the two of them in a room together before?
It's true.
Yeah.
It's Sentient Makeup Blog. Didn't you know about this?
oh dear.
Yeah, I am.
Where's Clark? Get him on this
Well, I mean,
case. I want this
What?
reported
Fearlow's not
about.
here,
me. What?
but
Clark.
Clark Kent.
Oh,
Maybe.
Oh no.
You don't
I don't
know.
know what's happening anymore.
I don't know.
we're sending
you know
Lark
what?
on a quest. I don't know why.
Amy, you're running
we're
a game
tired.
apparently.
Oh well, for
All
Extra
right,
Life I
so-
am, and I have an idea. I think I'm gonna do it.
Fantastic. So everybody, thanks for being here. This is a lot of money. We're gonna do some cool stuff with it, and I guess we're gonna start casting and getting ready. You're all amazing. You're all wonderful, and see you tomorrow night for Wild Beyond the Witchlight here on Dork Tales, and Tuesday for Call of the Netherdeep here on Dork Tales. And Wednesday for Vampire the Requiem here on Dork Tales.
You said
and then I'm gonna sleep for 2 days after that, and then come see us come see us on Saturday for our recap of Mage, which is going to be a costumeless game as far as
I forgot about that.
because we're going to be walking through the plot to make sure that everybody's up to snuff and getting any XP expenditures and stuff like that.
I have to remember what the hell Evelyn's makeup is.
Well, you got an extra week because we're just doing a talk on that.
Oh, I
day.
know, but I still have to figure it out.
And then on Sunday is the first game of it's Mother's Day, so if you have a mom or a maternal figure or a person in your life who is a guardian to you, give them a call maybe if they're good. If they're an evil mother, just cut them out. Seriously.
No contact's your best friend.
No contact is your best friend.
Don't tolerate toxic.
Yeah, don't tolerate unless it's by Britney Spears. Don't tolerate toxic.
Definitely tolerate that toxic.
Anyway, and then we're in the last home stretch for Deadlands, so come to that, which is going to be interesting because Krista, I got to talk to you, by the way, about that, about your secret plan. We'll talk about that off camera though, because I know what you're headed to do. So it's going to be it from us. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.
I feel like this is the frickin' Brady Bunch.